Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And this next video I'm going to be presenting to all of you is going to be another collection update showing you video. I've already showed you, sorry about that, I went over like my anime collection and basically various video game systems, which I'm going to return to. I've been taking a break from it lately. I'm going to get back to like the DS and the Game Boy Advance and whatnot later, like in due time, but it's like I want to take a break from it so I can work on some other stuff and everything else. So I will eventually get back to that if you were waiting to stay tuned for my next video for one of my collection for my systems. I want to do a quick one now, but in a different light, and I wanted to basically show you guys my collection of comic books. Comic book collection right here. Basically this is like, I would say there's probably a little more I might have upstairs, maybe a few little old things here and there that I might reference through the video, but this is basically my entire collection. I mean, back in the day I might have had an older comic book collection and had like more stuff to it, but this is basically a collection I've been collecting since like I think early last year, end of last year type, since like 2015 sometime. So this is all like a new current collection, not so much like an entire collection I've had over history, because I'm sure over the years I've had more comic books when I was younger, because I grew up like loving Marvel and DC and Superman and Spider-Man and Batman and stuff. I probably had some stuff, but I probably got rid of it, or it was misplaced or something. I have no clue, but I'm basically going to show you what's directly here right now. And basically I'm going to start off, there's a start, and also I'm going to let you know also, since this is a new collection, I have not read any of these yet. It's basically been more of like I'm waiting for the perfect time to start reading through like my long comic books. But basically, I'm starting off. There's a Star Wars comic. Now it's basically like the old cast of characters: Darth Vader, Luke, and Leia. And this isn't exactly, I would say, mine yet. I'm keeping it here for now. But basically, my cousin Vito, I've been buying him comic books too, and I'm waiting until I can find another Star Wars comic, so we could both have it. So I'm holding on to it till then, but it's not necessarily mine yet, because I've been buying him comic books and Patrick comic books and myself. It's just been more of a that type of thing. Then we have the Adventures of Superman, issue 545, I believe. Basically, it's sealed too. That's kind of the cool thing. That's also the reason why I haven't opened up any of this stuff. I don't know exactly what this story is about, but like I said, most of it's going to be basically like me not knowing exactly what some of these stories are, because I've not read any of this stuff yet. Now I might remember some of it from back in the day, or maybe it was referencing the cartoons or so, but like I'm just basically kind of referencing like that now. There's the Superman, and then right here is just Race Warrior. I have no idea. I think it's supposed to be just straight up a racing comic based off like Hawaiian Punch and 7-Up. So probably it's a big product placement. It was in there. Like I said, these when I bought these things, it wasn't me specifically buying specific comic books, but buying like those random packs you can get that come with like 4 or 5 or 6 comics, and they're randomized. It's not really like, oh, I picked and choose this stuff. So that's basically the reason why I might have some comics in here that might be the most random thing ever. Race Warrior. It was pretty cool though if it's like some good. Yeah, it is a really big product placement. We got the Fantastic Four versus the X-Men. I like the X-Men a lot. The Fantastic Four are pretty cool too, and this is a decently classic. Like some of these are classics too, and it's something I really would like to read actually, because I like X-Men and I like the Fantastic Four to some extent, so it is pretty much worth it. Yeah, Spider-Man 2099. Cool cover too. And it's Bloodsword, who I actually do not know who he is. There's some people from DC and Marvel, I don't know exactly who they are. Here we go. Dragon Ball Z. Now here's the thing about the Dragon Ball Z comics, and there's one more in here too, just letting you know ahead of time. I actually used to own a couple of these Dragon Ball Z, manga comics. Basically, and this is during like the Saiyan saga, during like Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta. Now back in the day when I was younger and I was super into Dragon Ball Z, I used to have a lot of these comics, and I do not know where they went. I do not know. They disappeared. I do not remember getting rid of them. If they're anywhere, either A, I lost them, or B, they were, you know, they just disappeared, or someone took them or sold them without my knowledge. But I actually was happy when I finally got to open the package. I'm like, oh, cool! I get to actually kind of get some of these back. But yeah, it's basically like during the Saiyan saga, and there's one more in here. I used to have stuff like that, but oh yeah, there's another Race Warrior. Like I said, I do have some doubles, but like I do not know what happened to them. It's so weird; they just disappeared. Then there's a Speed Racer comic. Now, I love Speed Racer, the old cartoon. I never kept up with the stuff. But this is actually apparently based off the old 60s anime. And there's actually one. Oh, but yeah, it's like, I was like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, cool. It's Speed Racer. Jericho. I actually don't know that much about Jericho. Sorry about that. But it's cool. See, here's the other Dragon Mosey. This is also during the Saiyan saga. I'm assuming this is around the time we fought Raditz. So both of these they're different ones than what I had I think when I was younger, because I think I specifically had ones that were more so Nappa, Raditz, and the Cybermen. Nappa, Vegeta, and the Cybermen. So there's the other one. Here's some Pokemon. The Pikachu Shocks back. Now here's another thing about the Pokemon one. I actually, and they're not going to be in this video, if I end up buying some more comics, I will throw those in here with this, because I'm only showing this stack right here. But basically I do have some, you know, the Electric Talent Pikachu Shocks back, other little mini comic book type stuff upstairs, like locked away. Now that stuff I remember still having, and it's still, I can find it. Unlike that stuff, which just disappeared on me back in the day, this stuff I actually was able to find and keep locked up in my room somewhere. So it's all this, you know, Pokemon comics. Really cool. I still have some Street Fighter 2, some interesting, especially the artwork. I really love the artwork here. I love Street Fighter, you know, I love my fighting games. Had to get that. And Mega Man, of course. Mega Man's a classic. I love Mega Man. Oh, Mega Man. Mega Man, Archie Comics. Oh, Sonic. And Mega Man. Love me some Mega Man. And there's Archie meets Kiss. Now, I do like Archie comics. I really actually quite like Archie comics. And then Kiss is a cool band anyways, so I saw this, I'm like, wow, you can see Kiss in here. I'm assuming. I'm sorry if I can't. Archie, they meet Kiss. Yeah, there's Kiss, right there. Yes. And there's another Pokemon Pikachu Shocks back, as well as, there's Electric Pikachu Boogaloo. So yeah, some of these I might not have upstairs, but I feel like this one I do. I really feel like this, but they're like, you know, back in the day when you could buy like the little mini things, like they were like smaller little books. They weren't like a comic book size. I have a couple of those upstairs, as well as some ones that are full-blown comic books. One of which is actually a comic book to the actual anime series, like when the Mewtwo movie came out. So yeah, there's Pikachu and Pokemon, and there's another Pikachu when he was fat, and there's Misty when the show was cool and the story was cool, and they had Misty in it, and Brock. Soulfire! No, I actually have no clue what Soulfire actually is. It looks so freaking awesome. I love the art. Darkness, Black Sins. Now, I know Darkness was originally a comic, and they actually ended up making the Darkness like into a game series, which I've never really played, but Black Sails. Pirates. Worth it. Cool. That's just that. The Path, which is like a samurai type story. Love me some samurai. And then there's Witchblade. I have no idea what Witchblade is. See, I'm going to basically be telling you because I don't know some of this stuff. There's some comics I really don't know people in. Like, I know mostly a lot of DC, a lot of Marvel, and then some various things here and there, but not really like the full-blown, like these other comics like Black Harvest. Like, I'm sorry if this video is like a little more open, like me, might be like not as interested in my other collections because I actually know more about like the games I own and the anime I own. Like I said, this collection is mostly like a lot of comics I've bought in recent memory, and a lot of them I have not read yet. Dark Minds. It looks cool, like a cop, like type thing, detective type thing. This is basically just a who's who of heroes. There's Hawkman and High Father and Heroes of Lawler, the Hellcats, the Huntress, you know, that came with the things. The New Warriors. interesting. I just saw, what's it say? And there's another new Warriors. Some of these are actually, like I said, still packaged up, so. And we got Cable. Now, Cable, I know Cable. Cable's awesome. Especially, I've seen him in, like, the X-Men universe and whatnot. Yeah, see, X-Men. Right there. X-Men Adventure. Then we have the new Warriors again. See him there, and they have Thor, and there's Wolverine, and a lot of interesting characters. Then we have the Wildcats. And there's an X-Men Legacy. Now, X-Men is probably my favorite, like, superhero type thing from Marvel. I love me the X-Men. And then, like, Spider-Man comes, like, right after. When it comes, at least. And we got Kevin Keller with, hey, look, more Archie. Yeah, Archie always comes in this stuff. It's really interesting. So like I said, I do like Archie. It's like, they're fun comics. There's another Cable. And then we have a Star Trek one, which is pretty cool. I was never super big in the Star Trek, but I remember watching the older show and the Next Generation here and there over the years. I never remember like watching them religiously or anything, or a ton, but they were interesting little sci-fi shows. And when I saw this, I'm like, cool. I actually get on the Star Trek comics. Mega Man again, because versus everyone, because everyone wants to kill Mega Man for some reason, and then he's with Ro. And here's Mega Man again. This sure made a lot of Mega Man comics, Archie comics. Then we got a Sonic one, which is pretty cool. Or Chaotix. Is this straight up Chaotix? It probably is, because it seems like it has Chaotix in there. That's cool. And then the last one is Dark Minds, which I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, like about that, and I'm sorry if this video wasn't as interesting as say my Super Nintendo collection, my anime collection, or Game Boy, well, I haven't done the Game Boy yet, the GameCube, and stuff collections, because a lot of the stuff I have not read yet, and some of these comics I have no idea what they are yet, because like I said, when I bought these things, they were randomized. It's like you go to the store and they have like these packs of like 5 to 6, 7 random comics. I have no idea what they are until I buy them and open them and see what they are. So it's like some of these I have no idea, and like I said, a lot of this stuff I bought more than this because I've been buying comics also for my cousins Vito and Patrick. Two Cousins Game, PNT Gamers. I mean, I've been buying them comics too because they love comics as well. So I bought these random things. And here you go, you got like a large thing, and then I'm like, okay, this is mine, and I just go down the row, like which ones I think would be more interesting for them, or someone that I see repeats, or like, doubles or triples, I'm like, okay, everyone gets one or two or whatever, get one, And I'm sorry if this wasn't as interesting, I didn't talk about these as much, because I don't know about them as much, except for when it came to like DC, Marvel, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and Star Trek, and Archie, but I'm sure most of you guys know what all this stuff is, so, well, there you go, there's my current comic book collection. For now, I'm going to say this is just my comic book collection, not say part 1 or part 2 or whatever. If I end up getting more, I will probably re-edit this video and say it's part 1 and then do a sequel. Like I said, there is more technically than this, but mostly what I have upstairs is Pokemon stuff, like Electric Tail of Pikachu, or the Boogaloo, or Pikachu like Shocks Back, or whatever. Stuff like that, little mini comics and like comics based off the anime and whatnot. And there might be one or two more in there, but that's about all I have outside of this. And then when it comes to like Dragon Ball Z stuff, like I said, I have no idea where it's at. If I could ever find it, if it's even still around, if it hasn't disappeared on me or been misplaced or taken or whatever, I will put that in there one too. But I showed you what I have here now, and I'm hoping you guys liked it. Please subscribe if you want to. What do you guys think of my comic book collection? What do you think specifically I should go out and look forward to try to actually add to my collection? Keep in mind that most of my stuff I buy is randomized, so like me looking for specific comics, like specific ones, might actually not be the easiest thing for me to do as of now. Maybe in the future. And what do you think of my comics? What that you saw in here do you think you'd want to see? Would you actually want? Like I said, basically put in the comment section down there. Let's discuss it and have some fun discussing comics and manga and whatnot. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day. See you all later in the next video. Bye.